All right, we're back, and for this episode, we're doing ET2, right? This is what it's called, ET2.
It wasn't even ET1. What are you talking about? There's no aliens involved in this movie. No aliens whatsoever.
No aliens, right? So we're doing
No,
Gremlins. It is called mogwai. It's a
no.
Chinese word for like a evil creature or like something sinister.
Yeah, yeah.
So what I saw on the internet is this like Steven Spielberg wanted this to be a sequel to the first ET.
Really? I didn't. I
Yes,
didn't. I didn't
but
see any of this stuff.
that's all I know. I don't know how much is
Okay.
true
Well,
or
well,
like they changed the script.
this is a Christopher Columbus film.
Yes,
So
Christopher Columbus film directed by somebody else. Yeah.
this camera just keeps going out of focus
I
too.
know I see a camera's going out of focus. It
What
might be
is
because
up?
it's a different angle. Yeah. So
Maybe.
Shane is trying to adjust his camera. He wanted to try something different today because he's wearing the Flint's arcade shirt.
I've
So,
worn this. I wore this
oh, here we
before.
go. Yeah, he
Is it
wore this
better?
before. Yes. Oh, it slowly came into focus for you.
What the? All right, technology.
Yes. So Gremlins, this
Used to
is
say you gotta love it, but you don't.
this is definitely a Christmas movie,
Hey, you know
right?
what the problem is?
What?
Gremlins. They got a gremlin. Stinking gremlins. It's that foreign made stuff.
Oh, it's so funny that that guy always left to focus on that, right? Is that like a
Yeah.
anti-marketing thing or a marketing thing? It depends on which point you look at
Oh,
it.
you never met old people?
I guess not in the 80s, not that I'm familiar
Oh,
with
just
this.
in life. I mean, it's something. I used to work at a parts store. It's something we dealt with farmers all the time. Like
Oh.
like they'd come in to buy bearings for the tractor. Okay.
Yeah.
The problem is there's American bearings. There's Japanese bearings.
All right.
Japanese bearings are actually very good bearings. I mean, most of the companies that make American bearings are Japanese-owned companies, or they were at the time. So they'd have farms come in, and they don't want any of that dang crap from overseas. Like this is the best bearing you can get. Matter of fact, the bearing that I'm going to sell you that says USA on it is owned by the company or made it in Japan.
This is funny because I can't tell the make of Billy's car because it was full of snow, right? I thought it was a Beetle or Volkswagen or
It is.
something.
It's a Volkswagen. So I think what was that? Is it 69?
So it's a
70?
Volkswagen, definitely.
Yeah,
That's
that
why I
was
call it a
no,
foreign car.
it's a Volkswagen Beetle, dude. It was a
Ah, so it's a
Volkswagen
foreign
Beetle.
car, like a European foreign. Okay, I thought it was like Asian.
Oh, you really thought no, that was not an Asian car.
Yeah, of course.
So, I mean, we're still in. This is the '80s, like '84. I mean, people are slowly starting to get Japanese cars. I
Hmm.
mean, Toyota's coming about, Honda's coming around,
Now I want to say I haven't seen this movie since.
Datsun.
Yeah, Dawson. I haven't seen this movie since maybe when it was on DVD. It's been a long time since I've seen
It's been a long
Gremlins
time since
besides
I've
this week.
seen it. I can't remember last time, but yeah, it was DVD last time I saw it. I mean, I know I saw it. It's been 5 years at least.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's been longer for me.
Yeah, it's about 5 years since I saw it. I pulled it back out because it's a Christmas movie. That's actually why we're doing this, by the way.
Right, exactly. So this is
It
a
was
Christmas
actually
movie.
meant to be a Christmas movie. It was written as a Christmas movie, but they made it in was it actually it aired against Ghostbusters. It came out the same day against
It's
Ghostbusters.
Ghostbusters. Okay.
Ghostbusters managed to make more by maybe $1,000
Oh, so they did
or a
both pretty
million. Maybe
well.
it was a million. Yeah, they both did excellent. I mean, I guess people had to really decide: do you want to see Ghost or you want to see
I
Monsters?
want to see both.
I want to see both too, and probably most likely with the amount of money they made, most people probably just went and saw both.
Yeah, I probably went to saw both, right?
And they both got sequels too. There is a Gremlins sequel.
Yes, there's a Gremlins
But the
sequel
funny
called
thing
The New
is,
Batch.
I've never really seen the. I don't even own the Gremlins sequel.
I don't either, and I don't remember.
But
Oh, no,
but I
the
know I
second
saw
one
it
is
on
the one with
HBO when it
the
came out.
girl gremlin.
Probably. Well, in the
Yes.
movie they had
This one has
girls.
it too, yeah.
Well,
I
well, here's the problem with the Gremlins. The Gremlins are like whatever they want to be, so they all just dress up like humans. And
they sound
I
like
mean,
little minions.
yeah, well, they're little devils.
Yeah, little devils, mogwai, yes.
Yeah.
I want to go over the three rules real quick, okay? So, cause like,
Which, by the way, we want you to know that just enjoy the movie. Don't focus on the rules, or because every one of them is a question, and it's pretty much like what kind
what?
of stupid rule. The rules are actually stupid and don't make any sense.
Well, I did think about the stupidity of it, right? No, keep them out of
Who's
light. I'm fine with that, okay?
okay?
Keep
Well,
keep
okay. Keep them out of the light.
Keep them away from water.
No
I'm
bright
okay with that
lights.
too. No bright
Oh,
lights.
wait,
Yeah.
wait. But you can't give them any water to drink either.
Water that I drink. Okay. So yeah. So
No,
so
that's
no
what he said.
water.
Keep them out. He says, don't get them wet and don't give them any water to drink.
Okay. So I'm okay with that, right? And he
But all
says,
animals need water to drink.
well, you don't know if that's an animal though. That's the thing, right?
Oh,
Is it
yeah,
an
you got a point
animal?
there.
Yeah. So the
Well,
last,
now, okay, go ahead.
the only problem I have is the rule of the last one: never feed him after midnight. Now, is that Pacific Standard Time or is that Eastern
Well,
Time?
but they've got to think every day, every hour is after midnight. I
Yeah,
mean,
that's
even
the thing
noon
I
the
had a
next
problem
day.
with.
That's like
That was
12
the
hours after
writing of the
midnight.
'80s, right? Like I didn't that's the only rule I
Hey,
had a problem with.
the man who wrote this,
Yeah.
he made Home Alone, okay?
Okay. Well, he wrote and he did Home
Actually,
Alone. Yes.
but he already did another movie we talked about, not Gremlins, Goonies.
Oh yes, Christopher Columbus.
Didn't this
Yes.
kind of remind you of Goonies in a way?
Oh yes, it does. Yes,
A
very
little bit of
similar
Goonies.
feel.
Plus, it had an actor from Goonies.
Oh yeah,
Corey Feldman.
Yeah.
Was it Corey Feldman?
Yeah.
You got
Well,
the
he
name
was
wrong?
younger in this one because I think this one came out first, right?
Yes. I
Yeah.
think this was his first movie. He was supposed to be in E.T.
Oh
And he
really?
got cut, so Spielberg put him in this.
Oh okay.
So yeah, in a way, I guess this is E.T. too.
What's up? I was just
Was
thinking
for
it's
him.
ED2
Was for him.
because that's what I heard on the internet, and they changed the script to make sure that like okay, it's not ET anymore, it's something else.
Okay, well, I've never heard that because the script was actually a full horror movie.
Oh, you know what's really funny? I didn't think it was a whole movie until much later.
Yeah, this was the actual script. There was not Gizmo was supposed to turn into Stripe, and then they
Yes.
turn him back and get rid of him.
Yeah,
And the
I read the
mom's
same
head,
thing.
and the mom's head supposed to got cut off. The dog was
Oh,
supposed to
yep.
be killed.
To be eaten actually.
But here's the neat thing: the mom, Billy's mom.
Yeah.
We've seen Billy's mom before. Back to the Future. She's Lorraine's mom. So she's
Oh, so
Michael
it's just
J.
the same actresses.
So she's Michael J. Fox's character. Yeah, it's the same actress. It's his grandma.
Wow. I didn't think about that. I mean, I didn't pay attention to like now I put it together.
Yeah, that's his grandma.
Oh man, that is right.
So isn't that crazy? So come on, all this 80s stuff's connected. Back to the Future, Goonies. I would say it was a conspiracy, but it's not. It was just the 80s.
Well, I would say the other connection to Back to the Future, they use the same production set of the city, right?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I was thinking. Well, I saw it on the internet. I thought at first because I was thinking.
It was very familiar.
Yeah, especially when he runs down to the street, he passes a Burger King. There's a Burger King made of the
Yes.
deal, and he runs past the theater. I was thinking to myself, I'm like, why does this look like Hill Valley?
Because they're in the same universe, okay? It's
'Cause
the
it-
Spielberg
'cause
first.
Because it was Hill Valley. Okay, they changed the name after the Gremlins destroyed the town. They changed the name.
Oh,
of the
they
town to
rebuilt
Hill
it, right?
Valley. Yeah, they rebuilt the town, called it Hill Valley. Michael J. Fox's character was a really small child, so nobody knew anything about it. Even though I do know they do say Hill Valley in the 50s.
So I want
There's
to
a hole right there in my.
go off the way off the bat, right? The father of Billy is some kind of inventor.
Yes.
I think he's trying to sell stuff, right?
Oh yeah. Well, he's an inventor and he sells stuff, and I like it because it shows him going to an invention show. Did you see the invention show?
Yes, and I saw
The time
Steven.
machine. The time machine is set in the back. Yeah, Steven Spielberg rides
Spielberg's
around
in
in a
it, yep.
wheelchair. And in I think in the phone booth is supposed to be the guy to the music.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but anyways, we see the time machine from Time Machine in the
Oh, I
back,
didn't
and then
catch that.
you didn't see the time machine from Time Machine in the
I
background?
don't think so.
It was
I
over
can't
to the
remember.
side behind him.
And I saw
Robbie
the robot.
And
Yes.
that's Robbie the robot.
Yeah, Robbie the robot. I almost said Rob the robot.
Walking
That's
around
a
trying to talk
Nintendo
it.
thing.
But yeah, but the thing is, the time machine's there, and then it disappears.
Whoa.
And all these people are looking at the ground trying to figure out where it went.
So, the other thing that can connect for me, right? Not that it's a bad movie. It happened on Christmas Eve, so that's why it's a major. So, which one is more of a Christmas movie, or even that is that even a question? Die Hard or Gremlins?
Gremlins is more a Christmas movie.
Why is that?
Well, I don't know. Maybe they're the same. But I mean, one was actually intentionally made for Christmas originally.
Ah,
It's supposed to
okay.
be a Christmas horror movie.
A Christmas horror movie.
I mean, they just put the setting of Die Hard at Christmas time, and it was never meant to come out
Yeah,
at
never
Christmas.
meant to be a Christmas movie. It just happened during Christmas time.
But I mean, I can't say one's more of a Christmas movie than the other. I mean, they all have Christmas elements to them. But
Yeah.
the thing is mainly got a character that's a hero fighting the villain.
So who is the hero in this? It's Billy, right?
No, well, okay. I thought it was Billy. You think it's Billy, right?
I
But
thought it has to be.
no, to Steven Spielberg, Gizmo is the hero.
How is that? He doesn't fight anybody.
Because at the very end of the movie, he drives a car, jumps up, opens the blind, and kills Strike.
Ah.
Billy in the original script was supposed to open the other blind and kill it. They cut that out.
Oh.
Because Spielberg showed up and he said, Gizmo, I'm gonna cut that other stuff out. Gizmo's the hero.
Gizmo's a hero. You know that.
I read something that they asked the main actor. They go, so when you saw that your scene was cut out, that you saved the town, he goes, did you ask who did it? He goes, no, because I want to work with this guy some more.
Like, I'll let that go.
Yeah, he let it go.
I'm an actor. I'm not trying to be the hero here. So it's funny, what I thought of. So when Gizmo's driving that car, right? Like, where the heck did he get this car in that tight time period, right? It's just a remote control car. And the other thing is when he crashed into it. Yeah, it's a Barbie car. So when he crashed, right? He did a little jump and he crashed and like it looks like it blew up, right? That was very Michael Bay to me right there.
it was Micro.
Bay. Michael Bay. Yeah. Because they gotta make something like we gotta make something explode.
You know where this came from. Michael Bay was young watching this movie. It's like, I'll make that explosion bigger.
Yeah, better. With a bigger budget that has nothing to do with the story.
I mean, if you weren't impressed with the explosion of the theater, they blew that theater up with all the gremlins. And by the way, I want to point out that's the same theater that Michael J. Fox runs the DeLorean into.
Oh, is it really?
Yes, it is.
Oh, so they basically use the same set.
Yeah,
well, why not, right?
Universal. Yeah, it's a Universal Studio set. I'm sure there's 100 other movies it's in.
Yeah, it's probably that we've never seen.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure Star Trek was filmed those parts.
I forgot about that theater part full of gremlins that they just killed. It's very Inglourious Bastards.
Yeah, where they're all. Yeah, oh yes. Well, actually, since this is older Inglourious Bastards.
Yes.
Tarantino sitting there thinking, he had gremlins running. He's like, how am I gonna kill? Ooh, a theater.
Yeah, I like how fast they multiply too, like the gremlins.
It's weird, yeah. But you just pour water on them, especially when they jump in the pool at the YMCA.
Yes, so the YMCA where the whole thing is like bubbling and oozing. Like, oh, what the heck's going on?
Oh, this is something else. I remember that when this movie came out, I didn't see it. I was really young, so I didn't see the theater. But I do remember them having like PSAs, public announcement. And they use gremlins and they use scenes from the bar scene to tell you to not drink and drive and stuff.
Oh, that scene is very long. The bar scene, and nothing in it is PG at all.
Yeah, no, it's almost too long. Well, it is PG because there was nothing else.
There was nothing else. It's just PG straight to all.
Yeah, but this inspired them. This is one of the other movies that inspired them. Yeah, because we actually see the first PG-13 movie
in Red Dawn. Yes.
Yeah, but up until that point, they're going, "What are we gonna do?"
Dude, we'd leave it PG, right? Because it's totally okay for a gremlin to shoot another gremlin in the head with a gun.
Hey, monster on monster violence is okay.
Yes, but then there was the mom, right? Dude,
go ahead.
The mom was a badass when these things start coming. She killed like 3 of them right off the bat.
Yeah, she blew up one.
She blew up one in the microwave, the blender, and then she stabbed one. I'm like, dude, this is pretty hardcore.
Yeah.
I don't think I can have my kids watch this.
She almost got choked to death by the Christmas tree.
Yes.
Oh, it was that was actually a pretty rough. I mean, most of the scenes are actually pretty rough. But
yes, a lot of scenes of the gremlins.
How could you not? Because after a bunch of people get murdered, you see something that's funny. Because you see somebody die, then the next thing is this lady seeing a bunch of gremlins standing at her house singing Christmas carols.
That was pretty funny with that old lady, right? When they adjusted sitting on her seat, and she just flew out the window on the second floor. Shoot her out the
roof. I like it because they got the sheriff and the deputies driving the town. They don't even stop. They just
keep going.
They keep going. They're just like, whatever. Of course, their brakes are out on the car.
Yes, the brakes are out on the car too, because apparently they are mechanics and everything. They know how to mess with stuff to either make it go wrong.
Apparently, I don't know. Yeah, that's the thing. They're actually pretty smart because everything they do.
Yeah, they're
minus to
pretty smart.
their education. But I think it's kind of a fable on all the crap that we watch on TV, which we love to talk about.
Yes.
But hey, I never ripped anybody's brake lines out after watching a movie.
Me neither.
I may want to go out and do some sword fighting or some kung fu fighting, but I mean,
This is probably I wouldn't say
don't.
the worst thing that I've seen, right? Like not worst thing as in like bad totally. Just like this is not appropriate for children.
Well, see, that's the joys of life for me. I mean, you're sitting there thinking about this. Me, I show my nephew.
I think that's why I think that's why the South Park guys questioned that thing. Like, well, this rating system it just really it's solely based on opinion, right?
I mean, I don't know. It just must be me because I'm not seeing anything wrong with this movie whatsoever.
I
I'll be like,
guess
hey,
not, yeah.
y'all better behave and don't you put water on any of your little pet toys because
Hey, we gave you 3 simple rules. That's all you had to follow.
That's all you have to do.
And you know they never actually explain where mogwai comes from. Like Gizmo.
Well, let me put it this way: he goes to Chinatown to get it, so it comes from Chinatown.
Yes.
I mean, I don't know why you haven't seen. You probably got mogwai in Hong Kong climbing up trees. Y'all just don't know it.
Yeah, we just don't know it. They're called koala bears.
No, koala bears ain't that violent.
Well, you don't know. I never put water on koala bear.
Well, I've seen them on TV give them water. Nothing happened.
Because
I mean, I'm not saying at night they don't jump down and start ripping people's arms off stuff. Because I mean, Australia gets a little wild.
You know, it's really funny that like Gizmo and all the other Stripes and the other breed, right? They're technically the same breed, but I guess evolution of water helped them give them that little extra kick.
To me, it's his babies.
They're babies, but they cannot be in the
They're
light.
his babies in a way.
Oh, Gizmo's offspring, yes.
Yeah, and then the rest of them are Stripes, and
so it's kind of like Venom and Carnage.
It is. It's very Venom and Carnage.
Yeah, right?
If Venom was very nice.
If Venom was very nice. Well, he's nicer than Carnage and the other offspring, so.
Yeah.
And they're apparently stronger. It feels like if they could probably replace Gizmo, right? And these gremlins could still come in another way. Because, like, anybody could have turned on those lights at the end. Like, eventually, if they wait until daytime, if they wait until Christmas Day, all of this could have been over.
Yeah.
Like, by default.
Well, everybody would have been dead for sure. The thing is, they could have went into hiding. Because most of them are,
so it's kind of like vampires.
All they do is just go to hide, go in the dark, sleep. When it goes, during day, and then come back out during the dark.
So Gizmo is like Blade. Except that he can be in the light at the same time.
Yeah, he's like the Daywalker.
He's not the Daywalker.
Sorry. Yeah, he actually can't come out at all.
He can't, right? Like, they can't come out at night.
No bright light.
The only thing they can do is eat.
I mean, they can come out in the day, but they can't get hit with sunlight.
They can't. Oh, yeah. If they can't.
Anything bright. No bright light flashes, because we see the flash. He keeps screaming bright light. By the way,
you know what's really crazy? Gizmo speaks English.
Most people in Chinatown speak English too. What are you talking about?
I guess.
I mean, it sounded like he spoke Chinese to me too.
Actually, yeah, at the end when he picks up, right, the guy speaks Cantonese to him.
Exactly.
Yeah. So. He keep begging him like, "Oh, let's go home. You want to go home? Let's go home." Like, okay.
Yeah, and then he tells Billy bye.
Yeah, he's got Billy bye.
And he tells the dog bye too.
Oh yes.
The dog's name is Bark Bark.
Bark Bark. Oh. Man, this
is a good movie.
No, it's just not bad. It's a good movie.
It's extremely 80s.
Oh yeah, it's totally 80s.
Oh, totally 80s.
Like, you know what's really also creepy? The his girlfriends or his love interest story about why she does something like Christmas. Yeah. So I didn't remember that at all. Okay.
Oh, you didn't remember? Oh, I remember it.
No.
How could you not? I don't see how I could ever remember that story.
So when she said that, right, I was like,
"That story is awful."
It's so awful. That's what I was thinking when she told it. Like, okay, I feel like she's gonna kill me now. It's the way she delivered it, right? Like,
yeah.
Oh,
I would have been totally okay with that.
And I'm like,
you want me to come in now?
Yeah.
I'll go in.
I might have to watch this and then watch Fast Times at Ridgemont High after this because she had that.
Fast Times at Ridgemont High.
Yeah, High Times. Was it High Times or Fast Times?
Oh,
Fast Times.
Fast Times
Fast
at
Times,
Ridgemont High. Yeah. Have you ever seen that movie?
Yeah, I haven't seen it in a long time though.
This movie has 2 actors from it. It has Judge Reinhold or
Oh
Reinhold,
yeah, I
whatever his
forgot
name is.
Judge Reinhold was in this
Which
movie.
apparently he was supposed to have a bigger part, but he doesn't. He's
Oh,
just
he
a
doesn't.
jerk.
He's just like I
Well,
guess
the
assistant
original
manager.
script, he was supposed to be like the bully turned sidekick, help fight the monsters.
Oh, his part was cut so because I saw his name in the credits. I'm like, oh, Judge Reinhold is in this, and then his part is over after the first ball scene.
Yes.
They have him at the bank, and then like
because
the
he
ball,
just
and
shows
that was
up.
it.
Yeah, he just shows up to be the jerk. I'm sure the Gremlins killed him first. That's why we didn't see him the rest of the movie.
I thought they would kill that lady first. I guess the rich lady around town.
They eventually got to her. It took them a little while. I mean, she had a big house. They were busy with the little ones. Because I mean, come on, they killed that gremlin guy with his snowplow. They ran him over. And he's like, and they're just running up from the wall. Those little guys in there screaming. I love that scene. Oh, got killed with your own tractor. Oh my God, that's.
Oh yes, the old tractor. Yes.
Because you ever seen any of the Gremlin stories? Because I think I can't remember. It's kind of a European thing, but there was a Disney Gremlins.
No.
I wrote a little book with the Gremlins. It showed. I don't know. I never got to see it. I just saw like a picture. It was like a storybook. It showed a World War II airplane with the Gremlins hanging on it.
Really?
But the thing is, there was what is it? I'm trying to say.
What?
Twilight Zone. There was a Twilight Zone episode with William Shatner in it with the Gremlin. It's called I can't remember what it's called. I'm pretty sure it's called the Gremlin or something at the 5,000 feet or something where he's on the airplane. He looks out the window and he sees a gremlin outside. So he's like makes all these faces and tries to tell the stewardess. They look out there, nothing. He's afraid to fly. So he looks out there again. The gremlin's out there ripping the plane apart. He's trying to tell somebody. And every time somebody looks out there, they don't see it. Finally gets out. The plane lands. He's committed.
Whoa.
But the neat thing is, I think they did that gremlin deal again because they made a movie for Twilight Zone. And of course, the director of this movie and Spielberg directed a scene on it.
Oh, really?
Pretty sure. Yeah.
Huh.
So.
I mean, I've never seen the other Gremlin stuff. This is the only
Gremlin thing I saw. Well, Gremlins have been around a long time. I mean, I heard about Gremlins.
Oh, yeah, just
every time something doesn't work, there's a Gremlin.
Oh.
So, if your engine's not running right, it's because you got a Gremlin.
Because you got a Gremlin. So it's like the phrase I use from the Matrix. Oh, there's a glitch in the Matrix. If something that doesn't make sense,
I would rather see a glitch in the Matrix than a Gremlin coming out. Because after all what we saw, they eat you.
Yeah, that's what they did, right? That's what they did to the science teacher.
Yeah, come on, they were mad at us. That little guy was mad at that science teacher because remember he takes blood. You see how he does? He just grabs his hand, jams and he tells him, "Oh, it's not gonna hurt." You can hear that guy screaming. I'm like, dude, you know that hurt. And he got even because remember that science teacher goes up under that desk and he eats his hand off. Kills him, and then you see him laying there, and he's got a syringe in his butt.
Oh yeah, it's a syringe in his butt. It's
like, remember the first thing he goes, "You're not so mad about that little."
Yeah, he was so mad about it. Oh yes, he was.
Yes, he was.
You know what's really crazy about this too? So I guess they still have like school on Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey.
Did they have school back in Christmas Eve? Because I don't remember.
No, never, dude.
No, right? It's like that week is already off.
That week it was a Christmas break.
Yeah, the Christmas.
I mean, maybe. Break. But hey, they had to move the storyline. Maybe those are the bad kids. You know, they're like, dude, you got extracurricular activities now because y'all are out throwing stuff. This those kids you see at the first of the movie throwing all those snowballs.
Yeah.
A bunch of those kids probably put rocks in those snowballs. Busted some window stuff. They're like, nope, you're going to school.
They're the ones, they got left. They got left behind in a way. Yes.
Yeah, but I also want to point out the first of the movie, AMC, American Motors, they put out a car called the Gremlin.
Really?
Yeah, you know what a Gremlin is, right?
No.
They had a Pacer and a Gremlin. They're pretty much similar. They had different body style. Because the Gremlin, I'm pretty sure, is the same car we see in Wayne's World. Remember that little car they all get into?
Yes.
Wayne's World party on. You know, so that's it. That's a Gremlin. It's broke down at the very first of the movie.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. And you said AMC, American Motors, not General Motors?
Yeah, it's AMC.
Oh, I never heard that before.
Yeah, AMC eventually got bought. Well, they were at the early 80s. They've been around a long time, but by the time the 80s rolled around, that was the end of them. Yeah, they had Jeep. Jeep was AMC. Well, Jeep was its own company, but then they bought Jeep, and then Chrysler took over.
Oh,
AMC,
okay.
And got rid of AMC and all that junk. Yeah, they made they made the Pacer, the Rambler, the Javelin.
Oh.
They made a lot of muscle cars. The Matador. There's They had some interesting cars.
You know, it's also like a very
In the
80s thing
'80s,
for me.
though, their cars were trash.
The other thing that was very 80s for me, right, is when, like, I forgot, was it the bank manager that told Bill, like, he's the only one that's holding up the whole family? And I'm like, what, for real? Would a bank teller job? Because his dad is not, I guess, a good inventor, salesman to sell whatever his
Well, that's
product
the
is.
thing. It shows his dad, like, all this stuff works for the first few days.
Yes,
And
and
then,
then it just
because
crashed down.
everything we see in this whole movie's busted.
Yes.
I
And you
mean,
know
we see
what?
the orange juice explode all over the
Yes.
place, the
And what is the
smokeless
deal with the
ashtray,
toothpaste? Like, he's
the
always had to get
travel.
squirted with the
I know, the
toothpaste.
travel buddy.
Travel buddy.
You
The
have to.
smokeless
Well,
ashtray.
what was funny, the funniest thing is, though, you remember when they dim the lights and the wife pulls out that big giant controller?
Yes.
You know, we can do it with our cell phones now. It's just funny. It's got that big controller. I was like, what? I could build that. It's ridiculous. But most of the deals is because Christopher Columbus likes those types of inventions. You know, the mousetrap type of invention.
Oh.
That's because come on,
So
Home
he likes
Alone,
technology.
caveman stuff is not technology, but
Well,
sure.
this kind of stuff was like out of this world, like back then,
To me,
right?
that no, it's not. It's like those little things where you hit the wheel. Because remember, you hit the wheel, the chicken makes an egg. Because we see it in Goonies when they open the gate. I mean, it's kind of like cartoonish stuff. To me, that's not technology. That is not technology.
Really? I guess it would be technology in a way.
Because even in Home Alone, remember, he has all these little contraptions that do something.
Yes, the traps.
I'm like, why? Why don't you just push a button and be done with it? That's gracious. Have something that moves here and then a little hamster run on a wheel. I'm like, come on, is this Fred Flintstone build this or?
Yeah, you're right. If Home Alone, if Kevin could, right, you just build a trap door in the front door and then just fall like 20 feet.
Exactly.
The whole movie's done.
I mean, exactly, because then my iPhone right here, then there'd be a little hamster running on the back, a little chicken would drop an egg, and then the little thing would hit the bell, so I know that I need to answer my phone. That's what would happen as Chris Columbus invented his phone. Okay.
Did you like that your mama joke I sent you yesterday?
I didn't get it.
It was hold on, let me see if I can pull it
sure
up.
You sent it to the right person?
Yeah.
No, I didn't get on your mama's joke. I didn't get that.
Really? I sent this to you last night.
I hope my phone's working.
Your mother's so fast, she outweighs the needs of many.
Oh my god.
From Spock. I thought that was so funny.
It's very funny, but it's very illogical for Spock to say something like that.
Yes.
Something that could get me an emotional, okay? No emotionals. That's just wrong.
But I'm pretty emotional about it right now because I think it's very funny.
It's trying to elicit an emotional response from me. It also made us laugh, so that's very not Spock.
Oh boy. So what would you do if you were in a gremlin? Like, these are like little things. So I feel like I can kick them, like punt them like
I would
footballs.
shoot them. I would be running around shooting the things.
Did they ever say what town this was besides Hill Valley?
Yes, I don't remember what the name of the town was. They gave it a different town name.
Oh, okay.
Mooseville or so. I don't remember what it's called.
Okay. You know what?
I mean,
let me take a
not
look.
Hill Valley, okay?
No, just the same set.
It's Hill Valley, okay? As far as I'm concerned, it's Hill Valley. I'm sure the Gremlins messed up the clock tower. That's all I got to say.
Mogwai. Let's see.
They look like they would have tore up the clock tower all left and right.
I like that, like
And they probably messed up the 80s cafe too.
They sell the Mogwai so easily in the beginning. It's not like would it be possible to like remake this movie with updates? Because
I don't know that I want to see an update. Why don't we just leave it?
Oh, I'm not saying like will he do it? Is it possible to update this movie to today's standards?
I'm positive they could make this movie.
It probably would definitely be rated R.
I think it would be. It would be PG-13 for sure.
It was Howie Mandel doing Gizmo.
Yeah, that's Howie Mandel doing the Gizmos.
Oh, I didn't think this is something that they need someone,
Well,
popular.
He's more famous now.
Is he?
Back when he did the voice, well, yeah, he was up and coming, I guess. Back
I thought he was pretty famous in the 80s. Yeah, I'm not familiar with Zach Galligan though.
No, because he didn't really do anything else. He was brand new, pretty much a newcomer when he did this movie.
Oh, and he was in Gremlins
Spielberg was like, yeah, let's do this guy. And I mean, this guy, I didn't have a problem with him.
No.
But I mean, there was a lot of 80 movies where the lead actor just didn't become anybody.
Kind of like the last
Yeah,
Starfighter.
yeah, exactly what I was thinking when I said that.
Huh.
You know,
Wow.
others. I mean, come on, Tom Cruise is busy, okay?
Well, Tom Cruise is still busy. There's 2 more Mission Impossibles coming out, you know?
Yeah, and then there'll be 4 more after that. So
Oh,
that's the problem. I mean, everybody else is going to be dead, and Tom
I
Cruise
guess
is still be going.
it's like he's gonna be like 62. He still plays Ethan Hunt.
Well, that's because they go over there and knock on his hyperbaric chamber and say, "Hey, Cruise, 3 years have passed. You need to wake up, come out here and do another movie." He's like, "All right, good, I'm ready to go."
Wow. I just keep thinking about that. Kate, her story. Father
Her
Wentworth.
story, yeah, her story. But do we?
So
Even
he
say
died
what her
kind of
story was?
fast, right? It's not like weeks after the fact. He
I
died
don't
within
know.
1 day because he got stuck in
Oh,
the
you better
chimney.
hope he did. You better hope he did, because he fell down. He was going to surprise her
Several
as
days
Santa
later.
Claus. He falls down the chimney. No, they didn't find him, but several days later, because he fell in the chimney, and broke his neck.
Oh,
And so
broken.
I
That's
don't
right.
know.
The broken
He
the
could
neck
have
thing.
been in there suffering and stuff. And then she lit the fireplace and started burning him. And then the firemen have busted open to find him. Now, if that doesn't ruin Christmas, I don't know what will.
Dude, that's
Now, now all I want to know is, after all this stuff, this town got ripped up and stuff, does Kate and Billy have a future together? I mean, because the next Christmas, I mean, she's going to have some issues.
right. Yeah, because I don't
Yeah.
remember the sequel, so I don't remember like how it is, but
They
ooh.
went to the big city in the sequel. Oh, I guess they did have a future. Maybe I shouldn't even ask that. Yeah, we should go watch the next movie.
Oh, okay.
I'm just, I thought maybe we'll add some,
Is it a
therapy.
Christmas movie also?
I think it is.
Gremlins 2?
I do know that they got Gizmo with a bow and arrow like Rambo.
Oh, like Rambo, or I do remember that.
Remember that? Hey, they put the video out. There was an NES game, Gremlins 2. Did you ever play that?
I did not. I'm not up to
Oh,
the letter
dude.
G yet.
Well, I just meant while you were young, renting games at the store.
No, I
Did you
never
ever?
got. I
Okay,
never
I
played
did.
it.
I did. I don't remember it being that great.
This movie is 6 years later, after the first Gremlins
Yeah,
movie.
well, okay. Well, there's a lot of movies. Almost all 80 movies are like 5 years later, 4 years later, 3 years later. That's how they start all movies now. Now,
Oh,
nowadays, it's just like you saw it in the theaters. You got a smartphone. It'll tell you how long ago that
also
is.
Christmas.
Yep, see, Christmas.
Mogwai.
I mean, come on. On Christmas, you want to sell little gizmos, which I never actually owned. But I do remember my cousins having a toy. They look like little gremlins, like little gizmo deals.
Yeah.
You threw them in the water or something, and they expanded.
Oh, like that toy, like that, like yeah.
Yeah.
That's really cool, and also creepy at the same time.
Oh yeah, but I can't remember if they came in like an egg or something. But I know you put some water or something on them, and they kind of spread it out.
They expand.
Yeah, and you get the little gremlin guys. But yeah, I never had any. I didn't ever have a gizmo or anything. I wanted one.
Oh, you did?
It wasn't Gizmo.
Gizmo's
Man,
very
he's
cute.
awesome. He's very awesome.
He's a lot
Eventually,
smaller than I remember. Maybe because when I was younger, right, he looks bigger to me.
yeah, well, because we're little.
Yeah,
I mean, of
and
course
now
he
it's like
looks
huge.
bigger.
Like it feels like Gizmo is like this size, right?
I
Like
mean, I guess
it's
the
really
Gizmo.
small.
I guess if we want to say it, Gizmo could be an alien. Some aliens
See, that's the thing that bothers
lost
me. They never
lost one of their
explain
little
that.
pets. Well, They really need to explain it?
You know what? It makes that good connection. You know why? You don't let them touch water, right? And
Yeah.
the
That would
overall
make
myth is
that would make
aliens.
the best story. Yeah.
Yeah, that would make the best
Don't
story.
like water. Yeah, I remember you made that big giant story about aliens not like water, even though hundreds of thousands of people on this planet today claim that aliens live under the ocean abyss.
That's why they're still under the ocean because they're afraid to break out.
Well, who wouldn't be? You've seen how mankind is. I wouldn't come out.
Like, if we break through this barrier, we're gonna die. Cause
No, those aliens are going, hey, did y'all see Men in Black? We're not going up.
we're hiding right now. These
That's
humans are
rough.
too intelligent.
Yeah, there's no alien that's ever going to say that.
No, they're not. Well, we don't
Yeah.
know. We always think that they're smarter, so we don't know.
If they got here, they're smarter.
Well, not if they are.
Unless there was
already.
unless they're an alien pet. I mean, come on. If they're an alien pet,
Like Elf?
because this Alpha's not an alien pet. Alf was an Alf.
Alpha's Elf.
He had alien pets. He probably left Gizmo. E.T. could have left Gizmo. Mars attack aliens could have left Gizmo for all we know.
Oh, so you're saying it was left behind? Okay, I
It
got
was
you.
not fun. They're like they left that thing. This guy, the Chinese guy, was probably walking around out in China somewhere. He's like,
I'm
whatever he
saying
said in
Marty
Chinese.
McFly is the one that messed up and got this alien here. During one of the alternate timelines, this is what, like,
Yeah,
something happened.
this is an alternate timeline.
Yes,
Hill Valley becomes
definitely.
a different town. Then aliens eat the whole town. They're eating those old guys at the mailbox.
Oh gosh. So, so get gremlins eat anything. They eat humans and they eat actual proper food.
They're just horrible. I mean, they're just like, yeah, they're just bad. Because like the bar scene, they got them
This is why
dressed
this
like
movie is
some
so
of them dressed.
80s.
I know they got them dressed like women. They dress like police detectives.
Yeah, they're like the
One, I like it.
carolers.
There's that one's just Flash. One flashes Kate where she throws stuff at him. They got him hanging from the ceiling fans. I mean, they're the ultimate party animal.
Oh, the ceiling fan part is pretty
Yeah, the
crazy too.
ceiling
Yeah.
fan, and then they're all drinking beer. They don't. I mean, they're just drinking up beer. And of course, you had that murderer one. You remember the one with the ski mask tries to shoot her?
Yes. Like, where did they get guns? Like, they have the hands, so they have thumbs and stuff.
Apparently they did because they're cocking them guns and shooting
I
people.
don't. Yeah.
Oh,
It's
shooting
so
each other. I
crazy.
mean, they're shooting everybody. I mean, where do you? I mean, there's probably guns all over town. I mean, this is America. I mean, you're gonna find them. Where did you find them? You kill somebody in a car, they're in the glove box or under the seat. They're in the closet of most people's houses. I mean, so those gremlins go through everything. They probably find them in the nurse's office.
Did you watch this on HBO Max?
No, I didn't know it was on HBO Max.
I didn't know. I couldn't find it, and I was
But
like,
I already had it. I actually already had it on streaming. So
"Oh, you have it on streaming?"
yeah, I already had it. So,
Oh, okay.
So yeah.
Because I didn't buy it. I was like, "Oh, I could find on HBO Max." So I watched it there.
Yeah. I didn't know it was on HBO Max. I should have
Oh, I
looked.
didn't either because you know what? I
Well, I
had to
didn't.
buy our next movie, but you know,
Who was? Already had our next movie. But the thing is, what was the studio behind this? Was this Universal, Warner
I thought it
Brothers,
was,
or who?
I thought it was Fox. Oh
Yeah,
no,
it
it
was
can't
because
be Fox. Oh,
you know it
Warner
was
Brothers.
Okay, it's Warner Brothers. Okay,
Yeah.
that makes sense. I mean, well,
Emblem and
obviously,
Entertainment.
the problem is I didn't think it was Warner Brothers. I thought it was a Universal film.
Oh, okay.
But the thing is, it has Disney in there. It has Snow White. They all go to see Snow White, a Disney movie.
Yes, that's right.
Even one of the Gremlins had, Mickey Mouse ears on.
Yes. I thought that was strange.
I thought it was awesome. I mean, come on.
Oh, this movie made a lot of money. 11 million budget, made 212 million.
Plus, it had a sequel.
Wow.
1984 was a good year.
It was, huh?
It had to be. Come on, because a lot of the movies we talk about in '84, and most of them all made a lot of money. And the thing is, there are movies people are still watching and talking about today.
Let me see what other movie came out. Star Trek 3 came out. The Natural.
The Wrath of Khan. No, not the Wrath of Khan. The Search for Spock.
The Search for Spock.
But-
Beach Street.
It was okay.
Romancing the Stone.
Romance of the Stone's actually pretty good.
Oh, you said Ghostbusters came out at the same time.
Yes, Ghostbusters.
Oh, that one. Oh, Indiana Jones and the Temple of
Indiana
Doom.
Jones the Tomb, which is, some of the, I guess we can't say that brag too much on '84 because a lot of these are sequels people don't like. I like Indiana Jones the Temple of Doom. I watched the crap out of that when it came out on HBO.
Oh, Police Academy came out.
Oh,
16
we did-
Candles,
why did we
Footloose.
go there? Oh, Footloose! Look at that. The
Oh, this
greatest
is
movie
Spinal
ever
Tap.
made.
Was this the greatest movie ever? It never was.
Never was.
Wow, this
They got
is Spinal
remade.
Tap. Oh, look at all this movies that came out. Wow, 1984 was a good movie. I thought 1989 was a good movie too, which we were going to talk about next.
Yeah,
Huh.
89. Yeah, 89 was okay. I mean, every year's good. Sometimes. Well,
Yeah, sometimes.
Not 2000. 2001, not really either.
Wow, I can't remember that back then. That's 20 years ago. 2000,
remember.
2001?
Oh,
Wow.
I guess I meant 2020. 2020 wasn't a good year.
So
2021.
get back to the inventors thing, right? I even wrote down like, what is the egg cracking thing? I didn't even know how well it, like, I guess it goes down and then the some kind of hammer thing hits
The
it.
chicken head, the
Yeah,
chicken head hammer
yes.
cracks it, and the egg is supposed to fall out. I don't know where the shell was supposed to go. There was not. I didn't see a shell catcher on there.
So they have to actually spend a lot of money on the production of this kind of stuff, right? Just so they can show it in the movie. These are
Yeah.
all new things.
Well, yeah, but I mean, they're prop. They're just movie props.
Huh.
I
Interesting.
mean, it's not like a lot of work went into it because they didn't work anyways.
Yeah, they didn't work in it. They took
I
a
mean,
lot of
come
work
on,
just to
most
make
it's
something
like
that didn't work.
the orange juice thing. I'm sure under it was just a bunch of hoses to spray out orange juice out everywhere. The coffee maker, they just put like motor oil or something.
Yeah. Huh.
And the controller that she turns the lights off is almost like the controller they use to control the DeLorean. So.
Oh wow. I can't believe we're gonna have well, this is a longer episode than the Jack Skellington movie. You know what? I'm gonna say Nightmare Before Christmas is a Christmas movie because there's quite a bit of decorations made from Jack Skellington.
Oh, okay.
Because someone bought a blow up thing in my neighborhood, right? And it's Jack Skellington dressed as Santa.
Okay. I always just thought that the skeleton stuff came out during Halloween. Because I didn't see it this year. I mean, I'm not saying it's not. I was just saying I didn't see it in Christmas. Nightmare Before Christmas but I saw it during the Halloween.
Yeah,
season.
I guess I just saw this Jack Skellington stuff more. And talking about Jack Skellington, right? I read that. Well, I didn't read. I saw on the video that Steven Spielberg actually wanted Tim Burton to direct, but at that time, Tim Burton hasn't have a lot. He hasn't had a resume.
Man, it would have been.
It would have been a different tone. It might have been rated R.
No, I mean, because the whole point of this movie was not to go rated R.
Oh, that's right. It's to do a family film.
They did a lot of dark stuff, and I mean, that's the thing. Spielberg is a seller. He wants to make. He's a businessman. I mean, rated R does not fill your pockets back then.
No,
it barely does now. I mean, we see more people. That's because everybody that from this time is our age, and we can watch all the rated R movies you want.
Yes.
But I guarantee you, if it's rated R,
you're right. Because Spielberg also did Schindler's List and was supposed to be rated R. He got it to a PG-13 movie. Yeah.
Yeah, because he wants more people to be able to go in the theater and see it.
Yes.
What good does a movie do you? I don't care if it's rated R. If they can't get in there to see it.
Yep, and there's no good.
Yeah, do you want that money or not? I want that money.
And that's why, you know what? I always want to make family films too, because why sell 2 tickets when you can sell the whole family? The 5 tickets.
Yeah, why would I want 2 tickets when I get 5?
That's why I always love Disney.
I mean, yeah. Because it's for everybody.
It's for everyone.
Plus, the nice thing is, okay, rated R film. You're over 17, you go see it. I mean, some of them stuck around, like RoboCop stuff.
Yeah.
But the problem is, you see it. Most of the rated R movies are gone after that. They don't make a big fanfare.
No.
You don't have tons of people seeing it. But Disney movies, people are watching those rest of their lives. You let you watch it. You grow up. You let your kids watch it. They'll grow up. Let their kids watch it.
We watched Lion King.
Come on.
Animated from 1990, right? Yeah.
Hulk and Pinocchio, Snow White, all that stuff's been being around
forever.
Unless of course there's something that they need to cut out of it and tell you it's wrong now. Because time is really changing. But hey.
Yes. But it doesn't change the ratings.
Not my problem.
Provocative stuff. The time change. But if it's rated G, right? It'll be rated G forever. Yeah. I mean, they're not gonna go back to change the Gremlins rating, right? How is this rated PG? Oh, let's not watch this.
They probably want to. I'm sure there's somebody watching and go, you know what?
I'm surprised they didn't change the Gremlins guns to walkie-talkies.
Well, it's because it's not Disney, okay? It's not Disney.
Was E.T. Disney?
Oh, you meant it. Oh, okay. I forgot about that.
E.T. They changed the stuff.
Yeah.
Because they.
No, it wasn't Disney. I'm sure it was Warner Brothers too, probably.
It's probably
or Universal.
Spielberg.
It was always Universal.
Yeah. Because, a lot of times when they advertise that scene, they just show that clip of E.T. with the bike, right? Those guys are holding walkie-talkies now. I'm like, wow, that's really good special effects. At the time, they were shooting on film, and they had to do much more work. To me, it feels like they took more work to digitize all those things than actually shooting and production of the movie of E.T. And I'm like,
yeah,
that's tough. They're trying to resell the classic, that's why.
Yeah, but Gremlins is a classic, so.
Yes. Well, yeah. But it is a Christmas movie.
It is funny. What was the the store that they go in a department store. What was the department store they go in? Was that Montgomery Ward's?
Oh my god.
Was it? I want to point it out because
Was
only
it?
a few. Only a few. I think it was. I think it was a Montgomery Ward
Oh, I
store.
haven't heard that name since I
I
moved to New
know.
York, man.
Oh, really? No, we used to have Montgomery Wards here, and they were always kind of. They were when I was a kid. That's where I went. That's where I played Sega for the first time against a Nintendo. It used to be where I bought all my Star Wars action figures. It was a place to go.
Yeah, you know
But
what? I think
America,
my mother bought my Nintendo from Montgomery Ward's.
I think this Nintendo that I have up here is from Montgomery
Yeah,
Wards.
yeah, I think mine was too.
Like my first time my dad ever got a lawn tractor, it was a
Was
Montgomery
it
Ward's
Montgomery
lawn.
Ward's? So that
Yeah,
was
it was
like the
over there.
Sears of the 80s, I guess.
Well, no, there was Sears was still a big thing too in the 80s.
Wow, Montgomery
But Montgomery
Ward's.
Wards didn't make it eventually, and they went out because I remember they built two malls, and somehow Montgomery Wards didn't make it to the new mall.
Wow,
So eventually that was the end of them.
I forgot about Montgomery Ward.
Yeah, Montgomery Wards, and I'm pretty sure I could be wrong. Maybe it said Sears on it, but
It
I
probably
because
was
I
Montgomery
think it's
Ward's.
Montgomery Wards because none of the equipment. Because remember he tried to cut him up with that saw like Leatherface.
Oh, that's like the chainsaw part.
Yeah, the chainsaw part is electric.
I
He
forgot
drags
about that. Like that was I'm assuming it's a metal baseball bat, right?
No, it was wood.
So it
Yeah,
didn't cut
wood,
through a
but
wood baseball bat?
no, he was. Remember when he was spinning, and the Gremlin probably only had so much power behind it, and of
Ah.
course it was just electric. Because you can see it's chewed up, and he just keeps turning it.
Oh yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
eventually he was going to make it through there and cut Billy up too.
Oh my gosh.
He shoots him with an arrow. I don't remember seeing this much stuff in it because this would be like a small town Montgomery Wards,
Yeah, it's
but
a
this
small
town would have to be bigger than the town that I grew up in to have all this stuff. Because I still can't get over. They had a Burger King
Yes.
in their deal. I was like, man,
You know what's really funny? It's just like Iron Man, right? Every time I see that, like the Iron Man thing, and then this, like, it makes me want a burger. And it's been a long time since I have a Whopper or anything from
yeah.
Burger King.
Well, the only thing the only food while we were watching these two movies we were going to watch, only the second one made me want something. It made me want a calzone. I was like, oh my god, I haven't had a calzone this long. I want one.
Oh man.
But yeah, but I just thought it was neat because I live in a small town and it never really had any fast food restaurants. We had a Dairy Queen, but who didn't? But it wasn't built in anything. It wasn't built in the old part of town.
So it's like
The old buildings, yeah. Because that one had like an old building where you go in there and there's a Burger King there. It's like, wow.
Wow.
And there probably was towns like that, but not I've never seen one.
Oh, interesting.
I thought
Yeah, I
that
forgot
cool.
about Montgomery Wards. Or
Yeah,
even in
Montgomery
this one. Like,
Ward.
I just didn't know what kind of department store it was.
Yeah. Well, it makes it look like it's five and dime, but I think I remember a Montgomery Ward sign somewhere over there.
Oh, okay.
After they blow up the Gremlins in the deal. It's pretty cool because basically all it is the movie starts off, the Gremlins go all over town, they kill all the people, they all go to one spot, they kill them, except for one. So because there wasn't really a lot of fighting between Billy's. All they do is blow some up, kill
Yeah, they
almost
just
all
blow
of
something up, right?
and then stop him before he turns into more.
So we never know the purpose behind the Gremlins, right? They just there to kill people.
Well, the part of the Gremlins just follow 3 simple rules, you morons. Because at the end, the Chinese dude comes back. He's like, "Hey, it's like you let that guy watch TV. That's what happens in your town."
Yeah.
He's like, and plus, I didn't sell that to you, cheesesteak. Get that Mugwai's box and let's go.
You know what's really crazy? Like, when they got him back, right? They still keep him like, dude, you know what? All this trouble could have stopped if we just killed this little guy right here.
Well, why? The little guy didn't do anything.
I guess.
He didn't. It's because Corey came over to Billy's house and spilled water on him.
Yeah.
He knocks that water right kid, and then he jumps out of his bed and starts reading his
It
comic book.
was pretty disgusting when it was oozing, too. Like, the back was like,
it was gross because he's screaming. And there's what was really creepy. He's had a little pet. Okay, the water gets on him, and the little guy Gizmo's like laying there, running, he's biting his hands, he's screaming. It's horrible, and they just sit there and watch. I'm like, most people, if they have a pet, it's in pain. They try to do something.
Yeah, they just
instead of stand there and watch, go
like,
they
didn't even bother to get a towel. Like, hey, let's dry him off.
Yes,
they
didn't try to do anything. They didn't try to fix him at all.
They
Poor
just sat there.
That's why Gizmo should have just been like, "I'm gonna let these little guys kill you." And
Well,
then, of
because
course, you know,
first it looked like a whole bunch of other gizmos though, but
yeah,
more
yeah,
rambunctious, I guess.
yeah, they were all rambunctious. Plus, you know, they're playing the little arcade,
Oh yes,
like Donkey Kong. Because remember, do you remember when those came out? I was a little
yes,
kid.
I
Those
do.
came
My
out. I
cousin had
wanted.
one of those.
Oh yeah, I didn't ever get
I
one, but I
still want
wanted
one
one.
of those. I saw that in the Frisco video game museum.
Oh really?
That's
Wow.
so cool. The little mini
Well, they had
Donkey Kong.
Pac-Man too, didn't they? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it
Yeah,
was a Pac-Man.
I love that. We had the
I
little
can't remember all the
arcades.
ones they had, but I remember the Pac-Man. I think it was yellow. But yeah, they're all playing. Then of course they ate the alarm clock, so they get them to feed him. If you chicken, I like what they eat because you know it's all close up to their face. It looks like their beaks. They just put all that trash all over their mouth, so it just looks so nasty. I'm like, eating chicken ain't that nasty. Like, what kind of chicken is that?
You know what's really
There's all
funny,
kinds
right? It bothers me when he brought the chicken to Gizmo and he didn't want it, like the chicken touching the bed and stuff. Like, oh come on, man. I
oh
would
yeah,
never do that.
greasy, nasty
Yeah,
chicken.
greasy
Wait,
chicken.
teenagers.
Like, you want some chicken? You want
There's
chicken?
no telling. There's no telling what else is in Billy's room. Come on, we've all been there.
Oh gosh, yes. Oh boy. Well, I think I'm gonna end this one soon because we have another Christmas movie that I want to get to.
Well, it's actually the next one's not a Christmas movie. It's a holiday movie though.
It's a holiday movie. That's right.
It is a holiday movie. It's actually a New Year's movie.
That's right, New Year's movie. Yes, it's a
Yep.
holiday movie. Still happening around that time. So I'm going to end this one so that way we can get to our Thursday show. Thank you for watching this segment of our reviews. I hope you had a great time listening to us. Be sure to subscribe and give us a thumbs up, and we'll see you on the next one. Laters.